Alright, a 54 Shadow here. Chuck, this for you. This is the 3-speed bike I built from junk. I think I spent a total of 20 bucks on it. $5 for a can of flat black paint, and I think 13 bucks for 13, 14, something like that for a chain, because I had to get 2 chains because the one chain wasn't long enough, so I had to get 2 chains and then cut about half of the other one off and splice them all back together. Anyway, this is the Cheapster. So what I did here, this was a trash can picked mountain bike. I was able to, well, actually the seat was shot, so this is a seat off of another bicycle. The brakes were still good, kept the brakes. The pedals were shot, but I had an extra set of pedals in the parts bin. And what I did here, I took the multi-speed hub off the rim here and laced in a 3-speed hub that I had sitting around here for years, and save even more. And since this is not going to be used for anything rugged, I chopped the spokes down about, not quite 1/8 of an inch, just maybe 3/16 of an inch, so they would fit in there, because the spokes were just a little bit too long and I didn't want to spend any money on getting new spokes. So I just whittled them down a little bit, and surprisingly it worked. So, and I originally had the mountain bike handlebars on there, but the new client, which was one of my twin daughters, didn't like them because they were too far forward and down too much. So I put a neck off of an older bicycle with the buckhorn, I guess you call it buckhorn handlebars, that sit up a little bit higher, and put on the 3-speed shifter up here, which is connected to the 3-speed hub right there, and everything fit in there just fine. And I had to like cobble up a little stop up here for a bracket up here for that's a pipe clamp, and this is just the tip off of the front derailleur that was down here. I chopped the tip off of it since it already had a hole in it with the screw came to it, and sliced a little part through it there so I could slide the cable through it and close it up. So that worked just fine, and I was, like I said, I was able to use the brakes, so they worked just fine. Tires I had on hand, so I didn't have to spend any money on tires. So anyway, so that's what you can do with just junk you got sitting around the parts bin. So I think I spent, like I said, maybe spent 20 bucks on it, maybe a little bit less. I think the can of paint was like 5 or 5.5 or something. But anyway, so once the daughter gets a hold of it and gives it a test ride, then we'll get the A-OK on it. I've taken a ride on it several times and it does just fine. The old 3-speed hub is still working. It's probably about 40 years old or more. It's an old one. I couldn't, it was like rusted around the center part. I couldn't even see what the name was on it, so I blasted it off and hit it up with some of that hammered metal paint. So anyway, that is the Cheapster. The Cheapster and the Catster. This is my shop cat, Punky. What you doing, Punky? What you doing? What you doing? You like that bicycle? You do? You want to take a ride on it? Yeah, right. She wants to take a ride on it anyway. So, there it is. The Cheapster. 54 Shadow over and out.